Good afternoon from Texas. So we have the three arguments that you went over in the videos, or in the video. The first one is the argument about the burden of the biological parent, whether or not when they have that child, even if they don't care for it, they still have the burden of taking care of the child. The next argument we have is the privacy infringement argument. Basically that they contributed a genetic code, half and half of the parents did, and when the UDH is born, that they later on could have some blood testing done in order to see what their genetic code was, and that could lead to the parents' genetic code being exposed, and if it's justified to terminate the fetus based on that. The third one is if the transforming or transporting, however we're saying it, would be of the fetus would be more risky to the mother, like cause medical complications, than if she would have the right to abort the fetus. So, out of those three statements, the one that I think would be the most justified would be the third one, which would be if it was too medically risky, that kind of thing, then the mother should have the right to be able to terminate the baby. Although in the video, then when you went over the argument that that I believe JR came up with, that half of the parent's genetic DNA is exposed or is given to the child, so they have the 23 chromosomes each that they're getting, that the parent should have to make a joint decision to terminate the baby, and if one or the other didn't make the decision, then it could be placed in an artificial womb after that, with the exception of the last argument, what I said was if it would be too great for the woman, then she would have the ability to terminate the baby. I did like how though M&D said that he agreed with JR, but however, even though it was half and half, that you can't just go destroying property. Your example was the historic building. Just because you both made something doesn't mean you have the ability to destroy it. And so I think that the overall argument I would agree with is, yes, each parent did give half, but with that half, you can't just go destroying it. You need careful consideration, and there'd have to be underlying factors as to why you would go and destroy the child. Overall, that's the argument that I like the best out of all of the three, and then the opinions from those writers. I think the one that I really can agree with the most is the reader, the one with the glasses. That yes, there's burdens with biological parents having their children and things like that, but consenting adults did these things more than likely did these things together, and they kind of have to consider what they did and live up to their choices. So this class has been great. Wish I could make a video for your paper. That'd be pretty sweet. I'm thinking you're probably not going to want that, but other than that, thank you for your time. Thank you for all your feedback, and you have a good rest of the day.